The Rabbit R1 might be the latest AI product that might not be all it's advertised to be. Hi, welcome to ZGadgetReview. The Rabbit R1 is the latest AI product to hit the market, the latest AI gadget to hit the market. This device kind of looks like one of those retro gaming devices that you can buy nowadays. Has a screen, is plastic, a nice orange color. Does not look like a regular cell phone, but it doesn't look like, I would say, any other devices that I've seen before. It has its own particular look, kind of like the AI pen as well. Based on the demo, this device will work with voice mostly, where you could ask it questions, it will reply back to you. You could ask it to do tasks, and using the magic of AI, this device will technically take care of everything for you. The other cool thing that it does is it uses the camera. You point it to things, you ask it questions, the camera will look at things and it will tell you what you can do. It will give you recipes based on what things that you have in your refrigerator, for example, things of that nature. I actually pre-ordered one because I was excited about it. To me, the coolest thing about it was the price point. It's only $200, so it's not super expensive. $200 for an AI device sounds like a good deal, right? The device isn't ugly either. I like the orange color. I like the screen. It has the camera that rotates so you can have it hidden if you don't want to have it pointing to things all the time. It has certain things. It has a thoughtful design, if you want to call it that. But with that in mind, expect a review coming up whenever I receive this thing. This came across from The Verge that someone at Android Authority was able to download the launcher APK and put it on a Pixel 6a and use part of what the Rabbit R1 AI device does as a regular Android app, which to me was like, what the hell? And at first when you read it, it's kind of like, so this technically runs just like a regular app, as a regular Android app that you can download on your phone, connected to whatever AI source they use at Rabbit headquarters, and get the information that way. Kind of like Copilot, right? That you can do, or ChatGPT, or any of those things that don't require a separate device, a separate hardware to run on from The Verge and Android Authority. Rahman points out that the app probably doesn't offer all of the same functionality as the R1. In his words, the Rabbit R1's launcher app is intended to be pre-installed in the firmware and be granted several privileged system-level permissions, only some of which we were able to grant. So some of the functions will likely fail if we tried. Kind of big news, right? The fact that you can download the launcher, put it on your phone, and kind of use some of its features as a regular app is kind of like, whoa, do I really need to spend $200 on the hardware if I can probably run it on my phone without any issues? Now, in defense of Rabbit R1 is that most likely, could they create an app and download the app and create a subscription service thing within the app? Probably. But then the question is, will Google grant all the permissions that they need to have in order to make that app run the way they want it to run, the way it runs on the Rabbit R1 hardware? Probably not. And so that's where the issue comes in my opinion. Now, of course, we have a post from Rabbit R1's CEO kind of saying that this means nothing. We are aware there are some unofficial RabbitOS app website emulators out there. We understand the passion that people have to get a taste of our AI and LAM instead of waiting for their R1 to arrive. That being said, to clear any misunderstanding and set the record straight, RabbitOS and LAM ran on the cloud with very bespoke AOSP and lower level firmware modifications. Therefore, a local bootleg APK without the proper OS and cloud endpoints won't be able to access our service. RabbitOS is customized for R1 and we do not support third-party clients. Using a bootlegged APK or web client carries significant risks. Malicious actors are known to publish bootlegged apps and steal your data. For this reason, we recommend that users avoid these bootlegged RabbitOS apps. The explanation makes sense, right? It isn't unfeasible that this thing could run on an Android device, seeing how all these things use Android. Android is a open source software that can be modified and used for different things. It isn't crazy to say, hey, they're using Android, is an Android device. Tons of different products use Android software. To me, it isn't a huge deal that you can download the APK and run it on an Android device. But I know there's some YouTubers already doing reviews on it. I have not seen any of the reviews yet. I am trying to keep myself completely oblivious to what the device is like. So when I do a review myself, I can be completely objective and just go based on my experience with the device. Can this thing live up to the hype? Can this thing do the things that is promised that it can do? Because, as we know, the AI pen completely failed on that department. The AI pen is not a product that should be in the market. Now, of course, this is huge news because the Rabbit Air 1 is a new device that just came out to the market, right? And it just launched. And the fact that you can put its software on a phone kind of makes you go like, is it worth it? That's the thing. To me, these things at this point in time aren't necessarily worth it as a replacement to your phone. Because as we saw with the AI pen, they do pretty much everything that your phone can do, if not less than what your phone can do. But of course, there's going to be more things with AI in it. There's going to be more companies trying to cash in on the AI craze. And as I said on my previous video, when these companies launch things that don't work the way they should work, when these devices don't work as advertised, as hyped, it creates an issue in the market because it just makes it where people won't want to put their money, won't want to invest on a product when the product that comes out actually works as advertised, when the product that comes out actually does what it does. And that's how companies go down by the wayside with new technology versus really thinking about what they're putting out in the market and thinking of the consumer before of their pockets. Have you seen any reviews on the Rabbit R1? Do you want to spoil the party for me? Go ahead and let me know in the comments section. Do you have any questions or comments in the comment section? That is it for me. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Go ahead and hit that bell so you can be alerted every time we have new videos. Thank you very much for watching.